All right, everybody. Sorry for the bit of an extended wait. We are back for game number 2 of Spicy Thieves versus O. Sorry about that. It appears Spicy Thieves have allowed the Dark Willow through and banning out the Elder Titan themselves. I'm wondering if they're going to pick Dark Willow for themselves. Nope, they go right in for that Razor, who went unbanned this game and was removed from the possibilities last time in the first phase. O can go for their Dark Willow, and I think they should. They did really well with it, and that's really not the reason that they lost.
10
I feel like
remaining.
it'll take me time to actually get it together. I wonder if O just go for the exact same opening. Beastmaster, and nope, they went for a Rasta now. They want a support that can really help take objectives, push towers down, and end the game out as fast as they can. Witch Doctor is still there. Spicy Thieves won that, but they go for the Rubik again. They go for the Rubik themselves this time. So both teams blasting their way through that first phase of picks and bans. Phantom Lancer and Shadow Fiend ban, both teams showing a bit of respect to one another now. Oh, have first pick in this coming phase. They have their offlaner. They're going to be looking for another support. I don't think you pick Dark Willow with Shaman. I mean, they could.
10 seconds remaining.
There is still Disruptor. He was banned last time. I wouldn't be too surprised if they banned it.
Dire team ban.
But oh, remove Invoker instead.
Radiant team
perhaps
pick.
just trying to stay away from strong mids. Shadow Fiend really was like he like one-shot the. He actually one-shot the Phantom Lancer. And that just cost them the game. They weren't able to do enough damage.
10 seconds remaining.
And sorry, still a little bit scatterbrained as it happens. But Spicy Thieves just were very, very patient. They had a good draft to hold against Megas. Live grade, I honestly probably my MVP for that game, even though Frogger just crushed with that Shadow Fiend. Live grade's Echo Stomps and controls Ravages set up for the Shadow Fiend in the late game, and his team played so well around him. LDK had a great Force Staff save on him, and like right after buying that first Rapier, and if he had died there, god damn it, don't flame with my chat. If he had died there, it very likely would have been game. If he had died inside his base, dropping the egg, and PL picks that up, or Viper picks that up, it's just over. But his team able to save him, able to protect him. Good usage of Lotus Orbs, Force Staffs. Both teams made really good usage of Force Staffs, actually.
Dire team pick.
Oh, picking Venge. That's their next support. So a lot of single target lockdown and really high pushing power. It feels like they're telegraphing either a Drow or a Luna with their team at the moment.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Spicy Thieves looking for another support and an offlaner. They're going to grab Tiny, though, a safe lane hero. Great pushing power.
Ten seconds remaining.
Tiny going to be also. It's like Tiny scales really well, but also has a lot of early game power thanks to his burst combo. Going to be really good at clearing waves because he has his AoE combo. He has that AoE burst combo, can clear like just the cleave damage from holding onto the tree. We'll definitely want a BKB this game. I still feel like are going to go like Luna or something, some really high pushing hero. Stack those auras just all the way up to the wall. They could go a Drow, but I don't know. I think it's too vulnerable. Yeah, that felt really telegraphed. Okay, Chen is banned. All right, I was like, do they just pick Chen next? So if they wanted a pushing mid, Death Prophet probably should be banned by Spicy Thieves.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Spicy Thieves are going to need to have some good wave clear because they're going to need to just keep O off their towers, just like last game. If they actually way worse than last game. If they get on your towers die. They don't have Gyro is banned, so they can't pick that up. I guess they could go Sand King. I wouldn't mind to see Disruptor. They could grab a Tusk and just fight fire, just get really aggressive on them really early. That's possibly an off-lane Tiny. I've seen that a lot. But they're going to grab Puck, so it is a safe lane Tiny, an off-lane Puck. In theory, could be a support Tiny. Decent-ish wave clear with the Puck. Also going to be kind of hard to gank if he... Actually, not true. If he gets Lucent Beamed and then shackled and they chain the Magic Missile properly, he'll probably just die. He's going to need to play very, very carefully, have to save his Illusory Orb exclusively for escapes. But having the Illusory Orb available to push out waves a little bit will help them. Like, they can Plasma Field, they can Illusory Orb, which will help push waves out when the push comes in. But they just ban out the Tusks to prevent Spicy Thieves from getting aggressive early. I think Spicy Thieves should ban out, I said it before, Death Prophet.
10 seconds remaining.
Another one of those pushing heroes, does well in the lane, but they removed the Sniper instead. They're kind of afraid of going late game against that, understandably. I just have problems seeing how Spicy Thieves heroes really work together, besides Rubik and Tot. Like, Tiny, they work well with Puck, and it's not bad, but O just look really well put together. They have a very clear strategy, and Spicy Thieves don't have particularly good answers for that strategy. They don't really have good answers to stop a huge death ball, and if O pick up a mid that goes well with that death ball, then this game could end really early. They could go back for the Viper too. It might not be horrible. Sorry about that. Water went down the wrong way. Dragon Knight could also be really good for O. Spicy Thieves need a pick that does a lot, and I'm not sure that they'll be able to find it because they're going to need to clear waves, and I just can't think of a support right now that has really good wave clear. They could get something really greedy like an Enigma to counter Teamfight, the Midnight Pulse, the Eidolons, but I'm just not... Jakiro, actually, could be pretty good for Spicy Thieves. I think that'd be a pretty excellent pick for them, actually. I wonder what they're thinking of, though. Like, are they thinking that we need to counter O, or are we going to play our own game? And yeah, they're going to play their own game with that Nature's Prophet. They want to counter push with push. It could work out really well for them. Spicy Thieves draft also comes online very, very early. That's a 4-position Nature's Prophet, which has kind of come into its own as a thing. For O, again, I'm going to vouch for I like the Death Prophet a lot.
Remaining.
Dragon Knight, another really good option. A tanky frontliner, hits towers really well, hits heroes really well, has a bit higher uptime than Death Prophet. But they'll go for her instead. Yeah, O's draft very, very telegraphed in that it wants... You know exactly what their game plan is. You know just what they're after. They're going to push. If Spicy Thieves lose... If Spicy Thieves win the safe lane and if they shut down the Luna and they shut down the Beastmaster, I think they're good. But if one of those heroes has a good time, it could be very, very bad for them. They could lose so many objectives, like towers, so fast. Not to mention the team fight on O, much stronger than Spicy Thieves. They have the tiny AoE and Puck, but otherwise, these other heroes aren't really team fighters. They're skirmishers, and O, they're going to be grouped up so much of the game. Alright, this is the second game. Last game went a lengthy 90 minutes. A cinematic start to the AD2L Season 20.
Prepare for battle.
But will this game be as long? I don't think O are planning on it. It seems I have a little bit of lag. Hopefully it clears up. My OBS says that it is fine. Anyways, BDC is playing Luna. Zucifer on Death Prophet. Fire is playing Vengeful Spirit. Sparkles. Shadow Shaman and Beastmaster once again played by Wind.
Well done, my beauties.
Frogger is on Puck this time, so it is a mid-Puck. Control is playing Tiny. Off-lane Tiny. I wonder if they're going to run dual lanes. Live Grade playing the Grand Magus. Cybonic on the Nature's Prophet. And Razor by LDK.
30 seconds
Ooh, I
remaining.
want to see this. Nice. I think the biggest issue with Spicy Thieves draft is that they need time. Tiny's gonna need levels in a blink. Nature's Prophet wants levels.
Radiant has reinforced.
I mean, he'll like. I imagine he jungles Wild Axes. He has Treants. They should back off of this bounty, and it will be 3 bounty runes again going to O.
Fortunes change.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
But the Luna, or sorry, the Nature's Prophet, again, he just needs a little bit of time to get going. He needs to get points in Sprout and TP, so not until level 3 will he be really proactive. He jungles fairly slowly at the beginning of the game, but afterwards, much like a bounty hunter, is very high impact. But then the Tiny needs his blink, really. I feel like before Tiny gets blink, he will be very, very weak in these fights. There's a ton of control that he's going to have to get through, and even in this lane, he has to deal with it. Live Grade, if he weren't here, this Tiny would get 0. Even with him here, it's going to be incredibly hard. Magic Missile just to bully. But this with that tree, I don't think you want to trade Tiny. Mid, this is a fairly even lane, but I don't think Puck can kill Death Prophet. Death Prophet can kill Puck, but it is hard. Already got the Spirit Siphon going. Eats, throws down an Iron Branch, eats a Tango. And yeah, Frogger dodging some right clicks, but Rubik not able to juke with that phase shift. He dies.
And for the dark moon.
So this aggressive tri-lane, sorry, it's not even aggressive tri-lane, this tri-lane down here. Already paying off, finds a kill. They pull Luna back. He doesn't have toss, so can't throw her any further into the danger zone. They need to pull. Oh, need to pull, or else Tiny will get levels, and since they have 3 heroes, they're going to lose out. Beastmaster against Razor, very much Razor favorite against melee heroes. He's just able to drain you. The mid, we're seeing Zucifer a little bit behind on CS, just like last game. We'll see if that continues. But they find Live Grade. I don't know if they can kill him. A good telekinesis. Stuns Shadow Shaman. BDC is mostly uncontested, though. It's really hard for Tiny to go out. If he gets spotted and Magic Missiled and Shackled and Wave and Lucent Beat, there's just so much kill potential. Puck with the regen, trying to deny himself to Roche. He's orbing away. I think he's faster. No, but the distance is too great for Zucifer to cover, and the Crypt Swarm won't reach. But Frogger, well, winning on CS, losing in trades. Lifts Luna again. He has toss now. Tiny forced to salve. Shadow Shaman pulling.
The seeds of fortune.
I don't think they can contest the pulls either.
You will have your vengeance, spirit.
Nice, Lord, nice. Master Wild Axes. Just gonna be, like, he can still trade with Razor because of Wild Axes, but if he stays too close to Razor for too long, he's gonna get killed by lose all his damage. And now Cybonic has found level 3 to get a second point in Nature's Call. Has a TP too, so can rotate to help protect his teammates. And with that Nature's Call, we'll be able to jungle a little bit better. I think they just pinged out Shadow Shaman. Control spotted Sparkles. He has Shackles now and Ether Shock. Wild Axes, and without a Boar Slow, he can't kill Cybonic, but can at least bully him out of the jungle and try to stop him from getting any farm. I think they know Venge is here. Yeah, she's standing almost right underneath that ward. They were rotating to her, but she runs off. In mid, Death Prophet a little bit behind Frogger, but again in these trades he just is bullying Puck.
Invisibility.
Invisru not going to be able to do a whole lot with it. Lucifer not even going for a bottle, actually. She wants to get her phase boots at bot. Wave of Terror, Lucent Beam, but it goes telekinesis back, preventing shackles. So they pressure Tiny, but can't get anything out of it. I wonder if either of these heroes will rotate when they hit 6. I know it's pretty standard for Puck to buy a TP scroll and rotate. Oh, Luna taking some damage. I'm not sure they have it. Toss, a tree throw, could kill her off. They hurl it, and she's dead. Control with the help of Live Grade. Those supports rotate, and they punish the Luna for it. I'm not sure they can kill them unless they, if they shackle, Puck just dies. Oh, he orbed. That's the go. Shackle, Crypt Sword, Magic Missile, and a right click from Zucifer. So they lose their Luna, but they do kill the Puck. However, I think that's probably worth it for Spicy Thieves. Spicy Thieves winning lanes is much more meaningful than O winning lanes. O, if they get ahead, they can turn it into a massive lead, stacking the Vengor with the Luna aura, the attack speed aura from the Beastmaster. It can very quickly get out of control if O win their lanes. Ooh? I'm not sure what they'd prefer. Live Grade in the trees. Once can maybe try to go for something. They get the avalanche. Telekinesis, a toss, but not the right hero. Shackles. Cybonic has TP'd, so Sparkle's way out of position. He should be. I'm choking on water. A good rotation from Cybonic. Able to turn that around and secure that kill. Zucifer, phase boot's done, but against the bot, haste. Bottle haste, and Sparker could go for a rotation. He has no TP though.
Don't mind me.
They have to hurl back, and positioning Rubik down here was the best decision they could have made. Although Control may still be in serious trouble. Lucent Beam in just a second. They toss back, and he gets hit by the shackles. He's done. Out of mana and out of cooldowns too. BDC should be really happy with that, but the farm is just not favoring Radiant right now. Their lanes, in terms of like just not dying, are fine, especially Beastmaster, who is level 5. But Razor, level 7, top of the farm. Directly behind him is the Puck, and then directly behind that Puck is that Nature's Prophet, who's as farmed as a core. So he's level 4. He has an Earn bot already. They're going to be dealing with that core. The Nature's Prophet already paying off really well since they got that kill at bot with it. And if he's fed enough, they should be able to even potentially turn the flip the script a little bit and push down early, get some objectives. But now they've smoked up. Oh, he orbed. Oh no, he jaunts the other way. They ran too far. And with the haste, he's gone. Or is Fargo looking for something? He has a Dream Coil and a TP from Cybonic. Cybonic canceling. Oh, he found Sparkles, an orb, and a kill on the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Shaman, he turns it around. He jumps away. Oh, you TP'd right into that. That's not where you want to be. The Exorcism. And one more right click. Fire. Kills him, and Frogger still with that haste, but it's worn out. Lift. He can jump. There's no Roar, not level 5, not level 6 yet. And Sal, but Lucent Beam, he walks right into Luna. She phase shifts, but Frogger, you're done, buddy. They get that Shadow Shaman, but they lose a Nature's Prophet and a Pug, who are both basically cores. Death Prophet, I mean, yeah, it sucks you lost your Shadow Shaman, but again, you kill that Nature's Prophet. You kill the Puck. It's a lot of gold. Sorry for the stream lag. I'm really not sure what's causing it. I'm going to tab out for just a second, try to fix. Alright, I closed some applications and we'll see if that resolves the issue. Wave of Terror to try to D-push with this tier 1 at top. A little less than half.
The seeds of
BDC
fortune.
paling in comparison for farm compared to this Razor. LDK farming extremely well. And I just don't think O are doing well enough in their lanes. I think they really needed to win a couple lanes to get their strategy rolling. At least win one lane really, or at least win one lane really hard, but they haven't done that yet. Avalanche, trees, sparkles, eclipse, but there's trees eating up a lot of damage, but the final beam finds control. And it's a tiny for a Shadow Shaman. Once again, it's a trade, so not horrible for Spicy Thieves, but it's a really good trade for BDC. Luna getting a kill on Tiny. I don't know if she can ask for too much more than that. I mean, obviously like a double kill, but still. She has max Lucent Beam, so the harass really annoying. Primal Roar is available online now. I wonder, do they want to try to use it on Razor? He's a very hard target. He's for a full level behind Frogger. And overall net worth, Razor, then Luna, then Puck. And actually, you know what? Because of this kill, speaking of kills, Tiny dead again. The shackles from the Shaman. And they might even find live grade. He doesn't have lift. He's hexed, and this should be it. He's found. One more right click. Actually, the Ether Shock will end the Rubik. They have Primal Roar. He throws it out. They have a magic missile they can stack on top, and they don't even need it. A killing spree for Zucifer. Just as I was saying, you know, they're not winning their lanes hard enough. Luna just starts grinding this Tiny into dust. And mid, they find a nice kill onto Frogger. They have Exorcism, but not enough mana. I wonder if they try to push with that, like if they use the Exorcism. They have committed it. There's a fortification, but even if they fort this tower, this is a full wave. It should die, although Rubik pulling the creep wave back and the Nature's Wrath, they push it off nicely. Will Puck pursue? He's launching that orb. I don't know if the range is there. He can Dream Coil. He hits 2 with it. Venge snaps Recoil to silence. It doesn't do anything. Wave of Terror. The DD pop by Frogger, but Frogger just gets just dominated. He underestimated the enemy damage. His DD not going to save him. They don't get the tier 1, but they do get Puck once again. Razor also moved down since they claimed that tier 1 top. You would think with the Beastmaster Luna team and the Shadow Shaman team would get the first tier 1, but really it's this Razor and the Nature's Prophet. Control will soon have his power treads. They want to get once Sparkles hit 6, once they have those wards, those Shaman wards, it should be really easy for them to kill objectives. And I'd like to see them go for Roshan with the first Shaman wards. I think maybe the second Shaman ward. So use the first to get a tier 1 in mid or maybe top, and then you go for this. Then you go for Rosh. They can probably do it without Shaman wards actually with the Luna. I would like to see them use that, or like Exorcism, Crypt Swarm, stole him, jaunt forward, Spirit Siphon, keeping Zucifer healthy. He can TP out, swap defensively. They've got Shackles, but an Avalanche toss, and they've lost their Shaman. They saved their Prophet, their Death Prophet. I need to specify because there is Nature's Prophet in this game as well. Good defensive measures and a great defensive swap from O, Fire, saving Zucifer. BDC, Shaman TPing in. She has Eclipse. Even with it, gotta be real cautious. They're farming that stack. Another TP coming in from Zucifer. He reveals himself. Lucent Beams. She can't go in on this. She does have that Eclipse, but it's only level 1, so only 5 beams. Frogger has a Dream Coil too. It catches all 3 heroes. The Plasma Field, the Shaman wards the Eclipse. There's so much damage coming out. Are they able to win this fight? They committed that Dream Coil, but I don't think they have any follow-up. The silence on the Tiny. They do manage to get 1, and BDC is very, very low, but the stolen Shaman wards from Live Grade. They lose control currently, just 1 for 1. Puck diving in, trying to find BDC, but just can't. The Nature's Wrath won't get any kills. Lucent Beam, you need to be careful. He's got Plasma Field Luna. Herself just saving her, and Wind gets Puck. Zucifer trying to get LDK, has mana for Quick Swim, maybe pops his cell, but a great trees. Nice Sprout from Cybonic. A 2 for 2, or perhaps a 3 for 2? 2 for 2. I wasn't sure if like a support died and respawn. 2 for 2, and it does save Spicy Thieves, but only in gold. by like less than 200, a little more than 200, and XP less than 100 for O. They didn't kill the Luna. They just got the Shadow Shaman and the Beastmaster for Puck and Tiny. 2 cores dying for an off lane and a support. So O going to be, I think, okay with that. It didn't go as well as they wanted. Both teams committed a huge amount of resources, but I think O committed more. I mean, Nature's Wrath already back up, Dream Coil already back up, Eclipse we don't have for a minute, Roar not up for 20 seconds, and Shaman Ward's also not up for 40 seconds. So more of a commitment from O, and the stolen Shaman Wards from Live Grade was just really, really excellent. I think really dictated how that fight ended up going in the second half of that fight. And he will have wards up in 30, likely to try to use those Shaman Wards again. LDK has a DD rune. Looks like they want to push. They toss him forward onto Zucifer swap back. Magic Missile, but she's still losing all that damage. The Avalanche latches under, and there's right clicks. It's too much. LDK drained 119 damage and has a DD rune. This tower, it's done for. Oh, Slybonic! Earn. Does save.
Structures are fortified.
This Beastmaster draft that wanted to come online early, wanted to push early, they're just not getting towers. They're not getting the objectives. It's Spicy Thieves that are getting all of this. Wrath of Nature. Just to push. Very short cooldown spell. Feel free to puke it out whenever you want, you know. BDC has a Dragon Lance, but I'm not sure. I feel like that's fine since she wants to go for early fighting. And speaking of early fighting, Frogger, just so much damage from the Wild Axes and the Magic Missile and the Roar. It's just too much to handle. But Rubik wards stolen from the Shaman, committed at bot. And Radiant, gonna lose that tier 1 tower. All 3 tier 1s for them already lost, and they're the ones that want to be getting these T1s really, really early, but they just haven't been able to do it. They should get this tower. It's likely to go down. Zucifer gets the last hit, a little bit of bonus gold. Yule's complete or purchasable. But now they just push bot. Need to be careful moving through your own jungle. Oh. Spicy Thieves are looking for you.
Is in the wrong end of business. Radiant's bottom
Ping's
tower
coming out. They did see them all move through there, and they scan, so they know that they're sitting up on that high ground.
Bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Are Spicy Thieves going to try to do something to this? Are they going to roll down and actually try to fight there? No, they're backing off. Kind of figure, you know what, we wasted a little bit of time. Let's leave. Wind, first rank of Necro done. Second one soon. Avalanche. Waning Rift. Creeps are dead.
Invisibility.
The Invis Pug. I think they pinged out that he was Invis though. Luna level 11 wants to get that. Once she gets 12, her ult's a little bit better. But now this tier 2 top being pressured by Spicy Thieves. Swap back onto Razor. Roar 2. Magic Missile. And he just dies. Dream Coil, but it's too late to save your teammate. They can't engage on him. Spicy Thieves reaching a little too deep into the cookie jar. And it snaps shut on their hand. They lose that Razor. Just a finger instead of 5. With that bit of morale and that little victory and Razor dead for 20 seconds, it seems O would like to push up top, get that tier 1. Again, they push insanely fast with the Venge aura, even at just rank 1, with the Beastmaster aura. And not even added to the mix yet. There's the Luna aura. 38 bonus damage. They can use Shaman Wards. I wouldn't. But they do. It's okay. Fortification used. Necro 2 is purchased, and he'll have Necro 3 before too long. But while they're hitting a tier 1, their tier 2 getting gone on. Spirit Siphon broken immediately. Lift. Dream Coil in 2 seconds, but no one else is around. However, they might try to find Fire. Fire throws a magic missile. Blink on Cybonic. Nice swap from Fire, saving himself. Or his control. No, not control. Rubik steals the Nether swap. He can snap somebody on it, and it looks like he wants to try, perhaps. Fortification with the tier 2. Very, very low. Radiant have vision, so do the Dire. TP's out from Cybonic. And their tier 2 bot denied. They're the ones that lose the first tier 2. And just not getting the towers. They're the ones that want to be getting towers that early. But Spicy Thieves had a good draft for it too. You've got Nature's Prophet, you've got Tiny. Those heroes hit towers and they hit them hard. Lucifer after Rod of Atos as her next item. BDC wants a Manta style. Yasha already finished, so this Luna doing pretty good on net worth. So is Wind. All of the Radiant cores are doing fairly well on net worth, and all they need is to win like one fight, and they can obliterate towers. And this tower just dies.
Dire's bottom tower has
Exorcism, they want to go right for a tier 2. It is a second rank Exorcism, so double the amount of spirits, meaning double the amount of damage on the towers. And dude, Spicy Thieves even fort for this? It's just gone.
Dire's bottom tower
With the Exorcism, would dare hit tier 3s? They have Necros used and a wave of creeps and Exorcism. The tier 3 just taking a lot of damage. They're forcing all these people back. This tier 3 is almost dead. Forcing up Fortification. There's Dream Coil, Veil of Discord, the Roar connects. The snap from the Coil thanks to the stolen swap. They lose the Rubik and the Eclipse, eating up creeps, eating up a lot of that damage. They've lost a tier 3. And Puck, very, very low, jumps back. Will he survive? He's taking a Lucent Beam. One more right click. He goes down to Fire. And they lost 2 heroes and a tier 3 at 20 minutes. Just as I'm saying, oh yeah, you know, they're not getting enough. They just get a full lane of towers and several heroes, and now they're getting Rax. Cybonic, he's dead. That's a lane of Rax, and there's nothing you can do about it. A 7k gold lane appears out of seemingly thin air. One misstep from Spicy Thieves, and it's 8k gold in the bank and a lane of Rax down at 21 minutes. 4-0. And they don't have the best wave clear. I mean, you've got Nature's Prophet, who can push really nicely. Razor, not great. He just right-clicks with the Plasma Field. They didn't even have Shaman there. Like, he was bot the whole top the whole time. One more. If that happens again, and another 9k gets pocketed by O, I'm just not sure that they can survive it. Just incredible use of their spells right there, and just realizing that they have an opportunity to go high ground at just 20 minutes. And not only do they go high ground, not only do they get a tier 3, they get a lane of Rax. Without Necro 3s up and without Shaman wards, I dread, I shudder to think what O is going to look like there. And with Spicy Thieves, they just need to start taking the fight to O. They need to stop O from being allowed to push at all. Like, you need to just punish them for doing it. Roshan is pinged. There's a DD rune. I think BDC walking on over. Her Manta style, Luna. It's just about done. I don't think he has enough gold for the recipe. Or actually, nope, he does. It's on the way. And now, with that DD rune, they'll go into the Roche pit.
Double damage.
Vengeful Spirit should be there. Get the Wave of Terror. Or do they not care for Roche? Do they want to get something else? They clear out the Nature's Prophet trees. A wave of creeps pushing in bot forces a response from Spicy Thieves and Roshan with that DD rune. And the aura, just all this aura stacking. Everyone just right clicks so hard. Oh man, this Roche, it's dead. And it doesn't appear that they can try to contest Frogger. Throws his orb, might be able to jaunt in. He doesn't though. Aegis picked up by BDC. He throws the orb, so at least they're aware of it, but just at the last second. Spicy Thieves are going to be struggling to rebound after this. Luna with Aegis and Manta style finish is top of the net worth, and then it's Razor, but right behind Razor is that Beastmaster. And behind Beastmaster, you've got Death Prophet. The wave clear on Spicy Thieves is, again, it's not great. They've got good push themselves, but their wave clear, not great. And now you've got all of the auras wound up together. Just look at all this free damage. Swap back onto from Live Grade. He's Yule's Silence, Wild Axes, Solar Crest, done. And this tower also just dead.
Dire's middle tower
All those auras
may be
combined, it's 38 plus, I don't know how much 24% for this Beastmaster is. Exorcism, there's no fort. They buy back on the Rubik. They don't have much of a creep wave here. The Avalanche does stun up BDC. Stolen Exorcism. Will Livegrave be able to make use of it? It can D-push pretty nicely. Nice blink forward. Luna getting low, does survive, but still has the Aegis. They need to be careful about the Aegis. The popping would be great. However, you know who doesn't have an Aegis? Death Prophet out, but they're going under control. BKB is popped by the Razor. They get their war onto Tiny. Tiny does die. The Shaman Wards are committed down there. Are they going to be able to steal it on the Rubik? Rubik steals Wild's Axis instead. Wild Axis, Cybonic trapping Wind inside. Luna respawning up on this high ground. Can she help her team? She hasn't used Eclipse. She still has it. Lucent Beam. She can wind up that Eclipse if she wants, but just the right clicks and it's a double kill for her. 3 down. They've lost 2 heroes on the side of O, but I don't know that they need it to get this high ground. There's no fortification. Razor trying his best to clear waves, but now there's Necros and Silence Puck getting through Luna very, very low. Swap back. Venge stuns herself, but Frogger. Wave of Terror does miss. Lucent Beam onto LDK. Right click to death. It's just so much damage. The push power. A second lane of Rax. The antithesis of the last game. Oh, beautiful Avalanche Toss combo, but he doesn't get anyone just yet. He's not that bad. Wrath of Nature, Eclipse coming out. He needs to kill Control. Control does die. Supposed to be able to escape. Luna extremely low. Cybonic, not able to get it. And another lane of Rax dies. Spicy Thieves struggling to engage in these fights despite really good spell steals and overall good execution on their behalf. And they got a great pick onto that Death Prophet, but against the Aegis, they just were unable to keep the fight going. And now it's a 16k gold lead at 25 minutes and a 10k XP lead at 25 minutes. This gold lead actually larger than the gold lead ever was until like over an hour last game. Her Hurricane Pike done. And in case they didn't have enough auras, there's drums and now Vlad's on the Luna or Avenge. Speaking of Luna though, she got the Lunar Blessing damage. When these heroes deathball, they're just getting thousands of golds worth of stats from those auras. Damage, attack speed, lifesteal, a little bit of armor now from that Vlad's. It is so hard to fight against them as 5. Spicy Thieves need to hunt down picks, need to isolate individual heroes and kill them before they before their objectives get engaged on, because their towers are nothing. They're wet paper towels. Wet paper towers. Revenge, look at that bonus damage from her. 113, 200 damage just on the Venge. Yules, they missed the Silence. Puck heals us himself that time. Wave of Terror, Shaman Wards dropped. Can Puck get out? Gets a Dream Claw. Rodavate does roar. A lot of hate for that Puck, but they get him. And on top, in addition, they grab a nice shrine. Bit more gold, 17k gold in this tier 2 tower. Certainly going to die. Like, when they're all together, just look at this damage bonus they're all getting. 144 damage. Each of these heroes hitting for over 200. That and Ags on the Shaman. He already committed wards though on the Puck. They're trying to split push to tier 2, but they have to go back. They can trade. They can trade a lane of Rax. They do not care. Magic Missile and Exorcism. Ghosting Rubik, Live Grade dead, and it's Megas. They pop Fortification, but it only delays the push. And they got a Hellbear creep too, so even more attack speed. Mega creeps at 27 minutes. They're going to try to get more. They swap in LDK. LDK getting mauled, and they just GG out. They cannot handle the pressure that O put on them this game. The outdraft, I feel like this was just a huge outdraft from O, and they executed it nicely. It started a little slow for a draft like theirs. Like, they lost their tower, the tier 2 like 17 minutes. And then suddenly, they flipped the switch and were like, "Hey, you know what? Let's just get a lane of Rax." And they just, after that first lane of Rax, it went all downhill from there. They accumulated a massive gold lead. When they were grouped up with that Vlad's, with that Venjor, with that Luna Aura, they were all getting like a plus 115 damage. Not to mention the attack speed they were getting from the Beastmaster. It was just, it felt like everyone on O had way more gold than they actually did because of these auras. And Spicy Thieves, once it got down to big group fights, 5v5s, they just weren't able to stand toe-to-toe. This first series of the AD2L Season 20 Intermediate League ends 1-1. Both teams taking a victory off the other in pretty much opposite games. Spicy Thieves win the marathon match, while O end things a little bit quickly. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope the cast was all right. Felt a little bit exhausted in this second game, so I hope it was still a fine cast. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you have feedback, notes for me, please let me know. I would very much like to improve and become the best possible caster that I can, just like these two teams trying to become the best possible